Testing out the mic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh man, I need to shave, man. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Before I get started, I wanted to go ahead and personally thank you for watching the videos and subscribing to the channel. I never thought in a million years I would have 400 subscribers, so I really do appreciate you guys watching the video. These are really fun to make, and it feels good when people actually like them and watch them. So I know I'm a little late to the party about reviewing the Hero 7 Black. It's been out for a while, but I'm here to kind of like put my input on it. Like right now, it's really affordable. You know, a couple, you know, like what, a year ago, I'm not sure when the camera came out, it was like $400 brand new or $450 brand new. Now you know, you can pick them up for like between $250 to $350, you know, depending how lucky you are or what it comes with the camera. I actually have a Hero 4, so luckily all the mounts and stuff is like an ecosystem, so you can use older camera mounts on the newer camera mount. And actually on Facebook Marketplace, a really great deal popped up, and that was a Hero 4 Black with a memory card included. It's pretty much all you see right here is what I got. It didn't come with the charger cable, and since I'm coming from a Hero 4, I thought it was going to be a micro USB. I was so wrong. It's actually a micro USB type C. Anyways, I ended up, you know, coughing up another $5 for that cable that I bought at Target, so I actually paid $205. So for me, all I really wanted was the camera, and since it came with a memory card, that was a plus for me. I actually already went out for a ride in this. There's some things I liked about it, and sometimes I didn't right off the bat. I'm used to just, you know, standing up, talking to people, and then the camera just pans over, and it's always perfectly straight. With this, you have to kind of set it on your your attack position, I would say, and then kind of like point the camera like a little bit like that, so when you lean over, it's straight. So I kind of forget about that. So when I was talking to my friends, it was kind of like just pointing straight up in the air. It's just something I kind of have to learn, I guess, just pointing it back down so I can talk to people and you can capture, you know, the good moments or the funny moments. So I just kind of have to, you know, remember to do that every time I stop. Another thing I didn't like about it is obviously the wind noise. I don't have any like, you know, sort of like wind blocking noise. Let me see if you can, it's just like bare. But I actually have some mic over stick over, like little fur stickers that I still have left over that I use on my Hero 4. So the reason I want to use the mic over stick overs is because I just want to use like the main mics, just that and that. And also because the wind slayer covers the whole LCD. I think you can still see like on the back of it because it has a cutout. But since I hold the camera, or when I mount it on my chest, give it a second. So when I mount the camera on my chest, it's upside down, so that way I can tilt it. I can't see the LCD because it's past the mount. So that's why it matters if I have this exposed and also the little lights in the bottom so I can see if it's recording or not. And so yeah, so that's the reason I want to go with the mic over stick overs. So I'm going to go ahead and roll those clips now before I do these little modifications, and then we're going to go ahead and come back and see how the difference is with the mic over stick overs. All right, let's go, dude. All right, fellas, have a good ride. All right, here we go. Quick little test. Hero 7, hyper smooth, 4K, super view, no music in case I upload on YouTube right now. Falling John. Okay, so right now is when the wind noise got really bad. It wasn't really windy at this day. It was actually just, you know, riding normal, and the wind noise became so bad that some of the clips were really unusable. So here's a nice little chunky section I decided to try out. I mean, the GoPro Hero 7 does pretty good. It doesn't completely eliminate the gimbal, but it definitely comes really close to it. I feel like it does really well like in open spaces like right now. Quick little drop. See, it's like a wide open space, so it has a better, like, you know, idea of what to stabilize, I guess. But when it gets narrow and, you know, more brush, it seems like it struggles a little bit more. It looks a little more shaky, but it does pretty good, you know. I'm still don't know exactly how I feel about it, you know, like the shakiness might add more to the video. But, you know, as far as completely eliminating the gimbal, I don't think it does that. So as you can see, this is another like quick area that's open. It does really good stabilizing in this little section. But the only thing that really just bothered me at this point was just the wind noise. And hopefully we can address that a little later on. Alright guys, here we go. So here's the camera. Here's the mic over stick overs. I actually bought these on Amazon. They're 20 bucks, but if they lasted me a really long time, and they send you a bunch of them, maybe like 20 little fur sticker things. So the way these work is they come with like little circle stickers. You peel these off, you slap them on in the area you want to cover. You peel the top little like film off, and then you stick the little fur cap right on top of the sticker. One thing I did notice on this is that the microphone, see, for this one is pretty well exposed, so we're not going to mess around with that. One thing I noticed is that this one is covered up a little bit. As you can see here, you don't see any hole for the top mic. So I'm going to go ahead and open it. And the way this works is that it has a cavity inside the case. See if I can show this on camera. Okay, so this is as best as I can do it. The microphone actually sticks out right there on the little notch right in the middle of your screen. And then it kind of diverts the sound to the, or actually the sound comes in from the right, runs through the cavity and into the microphone. So I'm going to go ahead and either file this out so it could be a direct shot to the microphone and then stick the mic over, stick over. This is just a simple like Harbor Freight file that I bought a long time ago. So I think I'm gonna hit this up from the back, just like that. See if I can show the camera. Just go right straight through, all the way to the cavity. I was doing pretty good with the file, but as you can see, mine's kind of flat. I needed something round, so I wanted to go ahead and use the screw. Let me see if it focuses on this little screw. This plastic thing is really soft, so it makes it pretty easy to grind off with the screw. So I guess you can use the screw if you wanted to, in case you don't have a file at home. And it looks like we're getting there pretty good. You can see the finished product. You can see the hole now. Let me see if it focuses on there. There you go. You can see the little hole. So let's go ahead and slap this on the camera and see how it looks. Okay, so as you can see, the microphone is exposed now. The sound doesn't have to run through the cavity into the microphone. It's a more direct shot, so hopefully we get better audio like that too. Let me peel up the top. See, and exposes the little sticky film on top. The hairs do have a little direction to it. If you face it towards where the wind's coming from, it helps out. So let's go ahead and face it like that. Stick it on there. And there you go. That should help out. And it's on there really good. I've only put it once on my Hero 4 and I've never had to switch it out. It has never come off. So let's go ahead and slap up the top one. Okay, so for the top one, I'm gonna go ahead and slap this on with the clip off of it. I don't want to do it like this because every time I open this to switch out the battery, it's gonna get in the way. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the fur and then clip it on top of the fur. The fur on it. Alright. So I had a little leftover on the camera. That would just come off, no big deal. And I would just clip it down. And the fur's on there pretty good. Okay, so here's a quick test on the wind noise. I went ahead and turned on a little fan in front of me. This is with no case, so no fur on it. So here's the final product on this. As you can see little furs on the side. I'm able to see the front LCD. I'm able to see the bottom light going off while it's recording. So yeah, let's go ahead and test this out tomorrow. Alexa, how's the weather like tomorrow in Murrieta, California?
Look for mostly sunny weather with a high of 93 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 60 degrees.
So it's gonna be 93 tomorrow. I think we're gonna be riding at 6 a.m. Make sure I'm set up for success here. I'm ready. Let's go. I'm not. There, man. You too, dude. All right, here we go. Following Shadow. It's our first run down, so we're gonna kind of take it easy today. Or this one. Nice and chill. Okay, so the camera did capture some more wind noise. It's not as bad as before. It probably reduced it down to 50%. It's a little bit more bearable, I think. I think I might give the Windslayer a try, see how that sounds, or maybe an external microphone. And just for fun, I decided to slap the camera on my back just to see how the camera performed in this situation. I feel like the audio quality and the video quality came out really good. Another feature I forgot to add is that you could add some gauges to this. Like you got GPS location, miles per hour, G-forces, and other little things. Even though it's a cool feature, I feel like it adds a lot of clutterness to a video. Maybe it's just me, but I prefer the more simple, clean look. One more thing I wanted to add is that I did have the GPS. I noticed that the camera was running a little bit hotter, so I don't know if that can become an issue on longer, hotter rides. And we were sessioning some jumps, so I decided to keep the camera rolling, and I think the video quality came out pretty good on this situation too. Okay, so I've had a couple rides with the GoPro Hero 7 now. I gotta say that it's really nice not having the full gimbal setup, you know, just being in front of your chest. Even though after a couple of minutes, you kind of get used to it really fast. The one thing I want to say is that I'm still struggling with the wind noise. I need to work on that. I'm either gonna have to get the full wind slayer jacket or get an external mic like kind of what I'm wearing now. It's actually kind of windy right now, and I'm pretty sure the mic's not really picking it up. As far as video quality goes, this one exceeds the Hero 4 for sure. On the Hero 4, I was doing 2.7K, 30 frames per second super view, and on this one, I'm able to do 4K, 30 frames per second super view, and that definitely adds a lot to like the video quality. As far as the stabilization goes, I feel like the Hero 7 doesn't quite stabilize the footage as good as the gimbal yet. Maybe later on with some future updates, it might get a little closer. I've also seen people get really great results with the video stabilization when they put it on their full face helmet. I just don't wear a full face all the time, so for me, my go-to option is always going to be to wear it on my chest. But as far as stabilization from the chest goes, this does okay. It doesn't do as good as the gimbal. But the question I want to answer is that, is this GoPro worth picking up on OfferUp, Craigslist, or even Facebook Marketplace for $250 to $300? Definitely. I feel like the Hero 7 is a great option for anybody that wants to start recording their rides. Reason being is that it's really simple. All you have to do is worry about the camera and also the angle that you're going to be putting it in. Other than that, you just point, shoot, stop, and and edit. So yeah, so definitely keep an eye out for a Hero 7 on OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace, or even Craigslist. Just one thing, just be careful. Make sure you meet somewhere where where it's public. And yeah, you either go with a friend if you feel more comfortable. But yeah, this is definitely a great buy. So worst case scenario, the camera is not really for you. You could always repost it up and sell it for what you got it for. So thank you for watching. Hopefully this video was somewhat entertaining and informative, and we'll see you guys out in the next video.